Hi there and welcome back. It's Tania from Tatty Treasures. Hello. So I'm back with the neutral series. So it's been a little while, probably well over a week since we've done any. I think so far we've done page edges and we've done small embellishments and we did paperclip one. So I'm back with another paperclip one. I have got a couple of paperclip ones. I don't know if I'll do the other one tomorrow or if I'll wait a few days. We'll see. So these are going to be paperclip pockets, and because I'm doing it as a neutral, I've just pulled out a couple of pieces of neutral scrapbook paper. I've got some of the neutral collage board that we made, and I've got a couple of oh my goodness, backgrounds which I've been that's been stamped and splashed, and that's been stamped and embossed. So did I say there was pockets? Pocket paperclips, paperclip pockets. What you want, I'm obviously doing neutrals. The whole point of the neutral thing is so that you can make these things up beforehand, you can put them in your stash, and then when you're doing a project you can pull them out. And if you're doing Christmas, decorate with Christmas. If you're doing winter, decorate with winter. If you're doing pink, decorate them with pink. So you know, you're not having to keep making the same pieces, especially with like the embellishment pieces. I just think they're a bit more fiddly, they take a bit more time up. So if you've got a stash, then you can just pull them out. So that's why they're neutral. Let me have a think. So lengthwise, it doesn't matter how big your paper is or anything, but it is going to be a pocket, and these strips, because we're going to cut these things into strips, are going to be folded into 4. So however big your paper is, that is going to be my end pocket, which is about 3 by about 3. It's just under 3 by just over 3. That, you know, that size is irrelevant. The only reason why I got to that point is because this was actually a piece that I'd cut off through doing the Christmas thing, and I just thought, oh, how do you make those pockets again? I folded it into the 4, and it's like, oh, that's pretty perfect size. Obviously, you can do these in any size. I'm guessing this one's about the same. It's just a little bit under. So, you know, this is, I think it's from a 12 by 12, but it's just under 12. And it's about 3. So if you want a decent size pocket, that's kind of what you're looking at, you know, 3 by 12. But if your paper was 2.5, 2 3/4 by, you know, 10 to between 10 and 12, it's going to make a very similar size pocket. So all we do is, to get the 4 equals, is fold it in half and half again, and that's it. Don't need the scoreboard, don't need to measure and divide it by 4 and you know, all those complicated things. All we need to do is fold it in 4. Okay, so there is pieces what was off cut. So let's have a look. So this is just over 7. So if I cut this part off, let's have a look. Oh, I'm not going to be able to. Let me just get my bigger. Oh, this chair, honestly, it sounds like my bones feel. Right, so let's just cut this off here. like so. It's not quite straight. Okay, and then I've got, what have I got left? It's like 5, just under 5. So if I cut one at, let's say 2. No, let's say 2 and a bit. Just so I can, you know, use these pieces for it. So that's going to be those 2. This is like 7.5, 6, 7. So if I do a 2 at 2.5, so that's 2. That's 2.5. So yeah, smaller than, you know, what I said was kind of perfect size. But this is just to use up, you know, what I've got. If I'd got, you know, a load of 12 by 12, I would just cut a 12 by 12 4 times. I would do 3, 6, 9 and 12, and that would make me 4 pockets. So this is an A4. What have I just done with the, what have I just done with the ruler? Come on, it's here. So this is 8 and a bit. So 2, 2.5 and 2.5 is 5, 6, 7, 8. So again, if I just go just over 2.5, that's 2.5. We'll just do just over 2.5. 5 and just over 2.5. Oh, that's 2.5, just over. Okay, and that one will be getting on for 3. So my last piece, because how many will that make me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't think that's going to make 1, 9, 10. Maybe I'll leave it at that. It's not a lot really to put into stash, but that's my last piece of that kind of background. So all I'm going to do to start with is fold them in half. Obviously this is collage paper, so that's why that's pointed up. I'll stick it down if needed once we start. So obviously that's going to make a lot smaller pocket, and that's fine, you know. Doesn't matter. It's not a ridiculously small pocket. So in half, and again. This isn't thick collage stuff. I only collaged it onto like book page, so it's not dead thick. Okay, this has got, you know, something on the other side. You're not going to see that. So in half, half again. Half. Sorry it's so dark. I am filming this and it's just gone 4 o'clock, so it is dark here. We've had a couple of days of snow. I did take some snowy pictures, and I have put them on Patreon. Okay, so that's that. I'm more preferring this size, so you know, it was about 3, and I think it would be 11 something, wouldn't it? I can't think how longer. Yeah, 11, nearly 12. So I think A4 or 12 by 12 is going to be a good one. But you know, if you wanted really small pockets, then you could do it in any size. So to me, that's going to be a weird pocket. So I'm not going to even do that. I could cut it down so it's, you know, like that, but I don't think it's worth it. I'm not keen on small things. I just find it all very fiddly. So what do we need next? I was going to say a butter knife. No, not a butter knife. So let's do one at a time. So I'm going to open it up. So that's the back end. I'm going to bring that first one in and the next one over, and then I'm going to get my cutter back out and I'm going to cut this one off. So I'm going to take both over and hope that I don't go through it. I'm probably going to have to do it with scissors, aren't I? It's a bit shady in here for me to see. Okay. And then if I just score those down, not score, you know, squash them down, and then this piece that I've cut off, I'm just gonna cut so much off. So I don't want it at half, just probably 2/3, and that's going to be our first pocket and that's going to be our second pocket. I think it just needs to be a little bit smaller, and again, this is going to be, you know, personal preference how you want to do it. Now if you wanted to have a different front on your pocket, you would only need strips about that length, because all you're doing is folding them into 3. The 4th piece is for the pocket. So, you know, you could go through your scraps and, you know, just add your pocket like so. Okay, hope that's not made it sound more complicated, because obviously it's not. So let's refold this. So I'm bringing that one in, that one over, then let's open it up, make sure I'm cutting it on the fold like so. That's the right length. You know, I don't mean length. And that's going to be my pocket. Lovely. So I'll just go through doing those. So you are going to be left with these, you know, rubbish bits of scrap. So perhaps the folding it into 3 and using, if you've got scraps, using your scraps for the pocket, it would actually be a better idea than ending up with these, you know, piddly scraps that you can't do a lot with. So, you know, that's entirely up to you, depending on what you're trying to use up. Okay. Oh, let's do it that way. I can see the crease better. I'm going to pause in a minute and I'll get all these done, because it's not the most interesting, is it? Now we're getting it. So, you know, I'm making these in a mass make kind of style doing all the same steps all at the same time. Okay, trying to keep them stacked together so we know who belongs to who. So we're cutting off one of the folds, folding this down like so, and then that one on top like so, and then the piece that you've cut off there, cutting that down. You know, I don't know if I'm doing them the same size each time or not. That's very wonky. Okay, so that's that one. So I'll pause and just finish the rest off. But yeah, what I'm going to end up is, you know, these little bits in my thingy. And, you know, there's not obviously a lot you can do with these. Obviously, I can recollage them up and, you know, I could join them together and make some kind of cluster type thing. But apart from that, there's not too much you can do with them. I'll be back in a tick. Okay, so sorry about this shadow, obviously. Oh, that might be better. Okay, so I've just pulled a few out because, you know, this is the next process. So I'm going to ink around the pocket part. Remember, these are a double pocket, so we'll do the first pocket. Let's put those up there so I don't get the wrong pocket. The wrong pocket. So I can see that that one's gluing down. Don't know how my glue will work. I've not been in here for a day. I think it's working fine. Okay, so that's the pockets inked around. Now I'm going to eyeball, so the front flap. So we've now got this 3 flap. So the front, I want to get around the middle. If you feel better measuring and marking it, then do that. Okay. Then I'm going to ink that part, and the back part. Okay, so we'll do that on these 3. So it's the front flap. I'm just eyeing it up so it's about got the same here to here. Sometimes, you know, I get it pretty perfect, other times it's really off, but normally it's not too bad. Just eyeballing it up. You don't need to ink that middle part, just the back and the front. Okay, so that's that one. This one, it's a bit of a mess because that's not entirely straight underneath, but if I can get some ink on this dobber, I could probably cover it up. I think something here needs gluing. Let's glue that down. Yep. I think that's fine. Yeah, it probably the best. I don't know if this glues ink's dried up as well. I did get rid of the other one that I'd been moaning about for weeks and weeks. Perhaps this one's on its way out too. So it just doesn't seem to have a lot on. Now, it doesn't matter if your flap is that way or if it is that way. That makes, you know, no difference at all. So the next part is we're going to open this up and we're going to get us paper clip, and the shorter part is going to go inside and we're going to put it around the middle. So the longer bit is outside. Now, I've got a glue gun, but it's in the shed and it's snowed and I can't open the shed door. So I would, with a hot glue gun, hot glue over that to keep that in place. So none of my glues that I'm using at the minute are great, but I'm still, what I'm going to do is put the glue here. I don't think tacky glues are going to really hold it in position, but you know, we'll go through the motions. And then I think I'm going to use some of this tape. Now this tape is very, very strong. So I'm looking for scissors. Hopefully this will hold it down. Let's go that way. So I suppose if I go like this around it and then put this here, really give it a good press down. You obviously didn't need to go that long, but hopefully that will hold this paper clip in where it needs to be. You know, we're not going to be really manny with it. I don't know if that's a word anybody uses, but you know, when we're pulling it on and off our page, I don't think we're going to be crazy pulling it and stuff. So I think it will be fine. Okay. I want it so it's straight, so I can get as close to the top as possible. Okay. Okay, that's that one. Then this one. The paper clips I'm using, I mean, that might be a little bit big for this one, but for that kind of size, for the 3-inch size, I am using 2-inch paper clips. You could definitely get away with, you know, 1.5 inch. I think 1 inch might be too small for like doing a 3-inch pocket. I think that's going to be too long. I can cut that off in a sec. Oh my goodness, I'm crazy with the glue. Okay, so that is all those down. I'll do the others. Oh, Oh, shall I do small? What I don't want to do is do a load and then get the pockets mixed up, because yeah, I wouldn't be happy. So this is now going to form our pocket. No, it's not. That's going to form our pocket. Okay, so this part can now be totally glued down. So this middle square totally glued down, and that will protect the paper clip from that side. Okay. I've got to press down so it's all down. So not the side that's got the hole out of it. I mean, I suppose if I want to cover it with glue properly, I'd be best to do this one. If I had Fabri-Tac, I would probably use Fabri-Tac, especially if I hadn't have used hot glue. Okay, so I'm going to put that over. I want that to really adhere nice. That's not really to the middle, but that's fine. Definitely doesn't have to be precise. Okay, so that's that one. And then this one, so not the one with the thumb hole cut out, but the other one on the opposite side. Cover it with glue. Okay, put that over the paper clip part and really give it a good press down. Okay, so now we've got this kind of thing. So then we're going to put glue down this side, and you're going to want to go, you know, as thin as you can, but obviously making sure, you know, you've got a decent line. And I'm just going to rub that down carefully, because I don't want that glue to squelch into the pocket, so it makes my pocket smaller. Okay, so that's that one. Just going to use a clip actually. Okay, that's that. So this pocket down the outside edge and this edge. Now you could keep it as just a one, you know, a one pocket paper clip, which then, you know, you would only just be folding it into the three. So you could do that definitely with not as long card. You definitely need to do this in some kind of card. I would say that these are ranging between, I don't know, 140 to 200 GSM. I think anything heavier than that would be too chunky once folded, you know, to make it too much of a chunky piece. Okay, let's put a clip on that and that. Okay, let's go back to, I think this was the first one. So there's my little doobie-doo there, and then this bit is going to get stuck on there. So I'll glue around the side, the bottom, and the other side. Again, trying to keep that as thin as possible, because I don't want to use up the space of, you know, the inside of the pocket. And that is going to go on there. And that little pocket, you know, perfect for a ticket, postage stamps, if you've got any small tiny pieces of ephemera, or if you like making little journal cards. So that is that one. I'm going to leave that to dry before we try it on a page. So again, I've done both sides and one of the longest edges. Place that on there. For some reason that seems a little bit longer than the actual pocket, so I'm going to carefully just cut that without going into that edge, and hopefully I'll still have enough glue on that to stick that down. Okay, so that's that, and then this one. Okay. You only want, you know, in this one, probably something thin. So not, you know, a heavily embellished little journal card. Probably just like a piece of scraps. And just put either a piece of lace or I think that's just a little bit wide for it. Yeah, don't push that down, and it's not dry yet anyway. So that's that. Let me just do another couple before I try and push that onto a page. What am I doing? I am doing that halfway. Okay, and the ink can add that part across there. And I'm doing the back because obviously it's on a paper clip, so they are removable pockets. You can obviously move them from different pages. Where's that? Is that the pocket that goes with it? No, that's the pocket that goes with that. Okay. Right, just ink around this pocket. So that's that one. Okay, that's that one. Did I ink that? I think I did that first. Let's do one more and then I will do the other ones. Or, yeah, okay, right. Let's do this one. And so it obviously doesn't, because I've done them all different sizes. If you'd done them all the same size, obviously it wouldn't matter about mixing your pockets up, but because they are all different sizes, yeah, I don't want to get them all mixed up, which I just did. But if you was mass making a lot of them, you definitely wouldn't want that to be happening. So I've got another 4 to do, which, like I say, I'll definitely do those after. So the biggest part wants to be on the outside, and we're putting it through the middle section. So little part inside, about in the middle. It's a tiny one. Like so. Okay. I am going to, I think I'm going to do this in one. So if I cover all this like so, and do that bit there, and cut that, add that, put that down, and then, you know, rub it really, really hard and a lot. Okay, so then if I put a clip at the top there and at the bottom there, that will you know, get those two together. That was definitely quicker than the other way. I don't know if that will make it less stable than the first ones that I did. I mean, I definitely, you know, rubbed the tape down a lot more. Did it need that? I don't, you know, I don't know. I would only know that from if any of them broke. Which, like I say, I don't think they will. I'll just give it a quick rub. Okay, which obviously is a lot more difficult when the glue is down. But I think for, you know, mass making, that was definitely a lot quicker way to do it. Okay, so that's that one. And then we've got this one, which, remember, we're not sticking down the piece that's got the thumb hole. It's the two sections without a thumb hole. Okay. And then we'll put a paper clip at the bottom and one at the top. Okay, so this first one, put those up there as I use them, because I'm going to put the glue down this side and at the bottom. Then I'm going to put a paper clip at the side and at the bottom. Okay, so that's that one. To the bottom and this side. Eek. Okay, that side and that side. Okay, and then this one. Gonna go at the side. Now, if I was doing these off screen, I would leave them a lot longer to dry in between. You know, I would keep these clips on a lot longer. Okay, I think this was the first one that I did. So it's like the pocket. I think so. So put the glue on each side and the bottom, like so. And then I think I'm going to be making another 2 Christmas journals. So I think we will just decorate 2. And the rest can go into stash. I'm just going to put that there. And there. I've got text stamping on it, but I don't think it matters if that's the right way or not, because I did it random. Okay. And the final one. It's a bit hard to shape that one, but it's fine. Okay, so that's that one done. Okie dokie. Right, so where's the ones that I've already done? So I'm going to use one of those, and I'll use that one. We'll let these ones dry a little bit more, and then, like I say, I'll finish the other ones off screen. So they're the 2 that I'm going to use for Christmas. So I have obviously got some of these which I think would be too big. I think I've used you know, the majority of the small ones, but if you'd got some small little cluster type things, I mean, I've got that little ticket there. I could perhaps use that. Kinda, even that's a bit too big. Yeah, that's it. So I could use that. I'll keep it out. We'll have a look. I don't think I've got enough paper clips out to do all those. Oh, I have 4. I think that's what I've got left. Let me just, no, it feels wet enough. Maybe I need a new sponge, but I don't feel like I had one that long ago. Okay, anyway, I don't even want it right now. Put that back up there. Right, we've got some space. It's going to the light a little bit. Okay, let's get some small fussy cut type things. Let's see what we can do. So I could obviously add something to this ticket. Yeah, it's gonna want to be quite small. I mean, size wise, you know, that's perfect size. I don't want a stamp and a stamp, but I could definitely have, you know, those girls up there. Let's I mean, so you've obviously got that dint there, so yeah, couldn't have anything that kind of size. I don't want that anyway. Ooh, I've got that little. I don't dislike it. With some smaller children there. Ah, I'm liking that. That's a bit of a bigger pocket. I like that. No, it's still too big. Nope. Seasons. Oh, that says Christmas greetings. I thought it said seasons greetings. Oh, no. No. That doesn't look bad though. But it obviously needs something over the top. I wonder about... No, you can't see that it's a window. Oh, with that. I mean, if you was doing them for, you know, spring and that, I think a butterfly would be ideal. Just wondering if I kind of want double children on here. No, because that's wider, higher. Obviously, it makes that top bit narrower. So I might just want a word across there. So we just need to do this one. Is that a bit smaller? Not really. What did I say I was putting on? Oh, a word. Honestly, I only just said it. Oh, dear me. Yeah, I think that ticket's throwing me off. No. I like that, but I don't know, the pink's just not doing that. Could have a hole. Oh, I might do that. Can you see that? I think I like that. Okay. I'm going to want to obviously ink around these, and I have just put some ink on this dauber, haven't I? Now, I don't want to put, you know, any netting or anything behind these, because it is a paper clip and you're going to be taking it on and off. Well, you know, you're not going to be taking it on and off a lot, but I don't think having things to give it, you know, any dimension is going to be a good thing, not a good thing. Okay, that's those. Let's gather those up. Okay, so I've just got my words out, and straight away I saw rejoicing, which I thought, you know, what a lovely word to go with the children. But I like these longer ones, because I'm just liking it across there. So let's have a look, see if we can find a good one. Here's to good times and great company. May your heart be filled with light this Christmas. I like that. Sending holiday cheer your way. Not so much. What's this? Warm wishes for a wonderful Christmas. No. Heartwarmer. No. Have yourself a Merry Christmas. I like that, because I think that's in a song, isn't it? Have yourself a Merry... I don't know, but I feel like it is. Now, do I want that on something? I wonder about putting it on this. Just a scrap. If I stuck it about there, so some of the botanically things are on there. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Okay, we'll leave that there a little tick. Let's get these down. So I'm going to put the bigger ones first. Like so. Okay. Yeah. How am I gonna do this? Because we all know I can't cut very straight, so obviously that's going to be too much. And when they're little bits like this, you can't put them under your trimmer, can you? It's It's too long now. It's got a bit off each side. There we go. And I'm going to pop that down. Can't believe the video has gone on as long as it has. I just looked up and thought, how on earth has it been that long? Because obviously I've still got those 4 to do off screen. Okay, so that's that one. I'm going to show it you on a page in a tick. I'm going to stick that down there. Like so. Don't want to put a word on there because, you know, it does say something on there. Even though, you know, you can't see it that much. Okay, and because it's got, you know, all this in the background, I think that's fine. Okay, so that's those two. Let's put these scraps back in with my scraps. Right, so let's just move those over there. Let me get one of the Christmas journals. So let's put it on. Oh, that's not a good page to put it on. Let's do it on here. So we'll put it on like so. So it's flat with the top, and we've got his little pocket here like so, and then we've got his pocket there. Now if you didn't want a tab sticking out on the top, perhaps just a little bit of lace on the top of your card, but you're going to want something that's, you know, flush. If you don't want things sticking out the top of your doobie-doo, you know. If you wanted your pockets at the side, you could have put the paper clip. I don't know, I did do some on the side ones. You would put it down that side, wouldn't you? So it went that way. That's just confusing my head now. So that is those. So I'm going to put those in my stash, ready for the next 2 Christmas journals. And yeah, finish those 4 off, and they will go in my stash. I'm going to keep them neutral, so I've got some things to pull on when I'm doing, you know, after Christmas. So thank you for joining me, and I will be back tomorrow. Don't know what I'm doing tomorrow, but I will be back. So until then, bye for now.